Somebody said, where's the pod? I'll give you a quick pod update. So I was supposed to drop an episode yesterday with PNB Rocky. I think I was talking that shit. But, you know, he asked, you say, yo, could we hold up on it for a couple of days? They're about to drop some music around it. I said, cool. I'm going to drop a solo for y'all either tonight or early morning. So y'all will get something from the pod. The pod been busting recently. Thank y'all for all the support there. Okay. Grant, come on, nigga. All right. You know, Grant. So this is my nigga Grant. Make sure I follow him while he's public. Okay, great. The next thing, and I didn't want to post this. That's why I put Grant as a source, because I know he did. And, you know, Grant one of my lieutenants. If y'all don't know, Grant's one of my lieutenants. You know, if it's war, he's one of the first niggas we gonna shoot. Like, you know, he gonna organize the troops. So make sure I tap in with him. This is a real nigga. This is my guy. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can find it. Grant, well, I didn't tell you which one I was gonna use. You have it up here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Chat, this shit's so hot, I don't even want to post this. So this is why I'm using Grant. Wait. Grant, where's the post with the nigga from YSL snitching, man? Come on, man. Grant, send me the post. I know it's on your page somewhere. It might be a little bit lit. I can't see it, but listen. There's some niggas in YSL snitching. I didn't want to post it on the gram because you know all these rap niggas follow me. You know, if I post it, they're going to be like, yo, Ak, why you lying on our guy? He's not snitching. I'm like, whatever. So I'm just staying out of it. Man, yo, YSL's new name? YSTELL. Everybody telling, okay? Everybody is telling. Listen, man, all that slime and slat shit, they basically going to the prosecutor and just signing agreements, nigga. Slime and slat might just stand for just snitching. Period. Okay? Where is the damn post? All right, Grant gonna send it to me. I know he gonna send it to me. Grant, send the fucking post to me, nigga. This is getting out of hand. So, by the way, the reason why I haven't posted it too, I know I have a bigger platform. I don't want people to kill people. Okay? If I won't kill snitches, I want you to be like, oh, yeah, I saw him on Akademiks page snitching, so I killed him. No, nigga. Don't put my name in y'all fuckery. I've been telling y'all that this is the music business, and okay, we got it right here. Holy. Breaking news. By the way, my man Grant was in chat, nigga. If y'all don't follow him, you're losing. Breaking news. Leaked documents have confirmed that somebody named YSL Woody, Kenneth Copeland, has allegedly snitched on Young Thug for orchestrating the murder of Donovan Thomas. The document shows that YSL Woody alleges that Young Thug rented a silver Infiniti in 2015 that was used in the murder. Okay. Now there's some paperwork down here. I don't want to really zoom in all the way. I'm going to speak about this in generalities. Okay. They arrested. Yo, it's so interesting. It's so interesting, and I have to be honest, it's so interesting that the rap community shunned 6ix9ine and acted like what 6ix9ine did was an anomaly. Like, yo, how could a nigga act like he's a street nigga, and when he got in problems, he was telling? Everybody didn't like it. But I've always told y'all, there's something interesting about the street codes. You expect these dudes to uphold to a code, but they couldn't uphold to the law. So they're like, fuck the laws, but I'll uphold to the street codes. Why would they do that? I don't know. Now, if you go to other cultures, in other situations, if you're in, I don't know, the cartel, and you're going to tell they're killing your whole family. Not only that, they're going to have your brother's neck on a stake. They're going to send his finger just chopped off to you and your mama. They're going to do a lot of stuff that's going to at least make sure you don't follow the code. Or no, make sure you do follow the code in terms of no snitching. When it comes to like nigga shit and hip hop gangs, the only thing that they could do is, oh, okay, you snitched, you won't be on some playlist. There's no repercussions for snitching in hip hop culture. Let's be honest. Like 6ix9ine's faced the harshest reality. Here's the reality of snitching in hip hop right now, right? okay, we're not going to do songs with you, and we're not going to put you on our playlist to be among us, and you won't play you in the club. Okay, great. So 6ix9ine already made $30 million. He's still got mad cars. He's all over the place. He's touring in Europe because Europe don't care about this. And he's going back to Mexico and Brazil, and they all love him. He's paying a price. You know what people are realizing? And I don't even think realize it because I don't think snitching even started with 6ix9ine. The street code has always been retarded. Everybody who we hear talk about these things have never ever really, because think about this. Most of these niggas who are claiming they're in gangs, and I ain't talking about whites, I'm just talking in general. If somebody go to jail, they're trying to fuck their baby moms. They're trying to fool around with this situation. There's no respect. There's really no code that would really make sure that someone... You ever watch The Wire? This is probably some older folks shit. But if you ever watch The Wire, a nigga took 10 murders. Let's lose my nigga Weebay in The Wire, but obviously a fictional character. Duh. Took 10 murders. He knew he would never get out. He took a plea. He wouldn't get death or nothing like that. He would never get out. He took all the murders for the gang, but you know what he knew? His kids was going to be taken care of. His mama was going to be taken care of. His girl was going to have a situation. They was always going to come visit him. Everything was going to be good because he knew that what he did, there was a basically insurance plan. So he didn't tell nobody. He took all responsibility. This is where I think, you know, and by the way, when I'm talking about these particular gangs, I'm talking about you know where the money is coming from these gangs? It's not drugs, it's rap. This is why they're convicting rappers. A nigga might stay in jail and take a couple years if Young Thug is a big superstar out. When they come to you and be like, oh, Young Thug ain't getting out either, so nobody's going to be making money, you start thinking for yourself to say, well, I would have took an extra 5 if he was going to be free and he was going to hold it down for my fam, but he in here with me. Now he really got to take care of his own shit. Who the hell going to take care of me? I've always told y'all this. People didn't want to believe it. A nigga is only loyal as his last meal. If you ain't feed him last, expect no loyalty. And what's happening is most of these guys are seeing the writing on the wall. Let me give you the reality of what's going on in the YSL case. Brian Steele, who has a bunch of associated attorneys, they're trying to, which by the way, this is a smart thing. They want to have attorneys that is with Young Thug to cover everybody in the case. You know why? It will make sure nobody snitches, right? So, for example, say Young Thug's lawyer, Brian Steele, Gunna's lawyer, Sado. They're going to link up. They're like, yo, okay, cool. Through one means or another, wink, wink, Thug and Gunna going to pay for everybody's attorneys. Now, when you pay for everybody's attorneys, it's going to make sure nobody's going to, like, snitch, right? Because, like, you know, these attorneys are all going to report back to Gunna and Thug, right? These are the bosses. This is how every criminal conspiracy goes. All right, bet. Except half of these niggas, they either on their third strike, some of these guys were out on parole already or out on probation. They know they're fucked. You know what these guys are doing? Getting random attorneys. So Young Thug, Gunna, whoever got the money, ain't really in control of them. So now the prosecutor is talking to them and saying, listen, bro, we know you really, like, you're on your third strike. We know you're on probation. You're probably fucked. But here's the thing. We don't even want you. We want Thug. We'll give you a deal. You get out of all of this, you do 10 years. But you got to tell us all the shit on that nigga. That's what's happening. 28 people is too much. I've always told y'all got to do the crime by yourselves. Somebody said YSL Woody. Like, niggas was telling me all type of, like, say, yo, YSL Woody, yo, he was doing time. He was bragging about shit he did for the gang. Yeah, it's called acting. These niggas deserving a fucking Oscar. At the end of the day, he's going to sign that document. And by the way, here's the funny part about it. Because some people, like, when I first seen this, I didn't post it. Not only, I don't want to ever endanger someone because I'm not no criminal. So I wouldn't want to endanger anyone's life who's cooperating because, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I don't have nothing to, like, oh, no, like, let's protect criminals, right? So I didn't post it because of that. But also, I was like, yo, maybe this ain't true. Like, the paper looked kind of smudged up. The DA and everybody else came out today and basically said, oh, this shit's real. This shit's real. This is real. And by the way, there's another guy who came out. I won't say the name. There's 2 people snitching. That's confirmed. From what I've heard, there's over half a dozen. So there's at least 6 snitching. And when I mean people snitching, these are people who are charged. So there's 28 charged, 6 they tell like a motherfucker, bro. Here's the point. Just like how many important federal organizations approach crime, the main goal is to cripple Young Thug and Gunna. That's why Gunna won't get out soon. I did hear that it was anticipated that he was going to get out last week, and if not this week, but I don't know if you're realizing the timing is matching with the prosecutor keep coming back with more charges to make it like, bro, you're definitely not getting out. So essentially, they want to cripple Thug and Gunna, right? Which they would imagine is the majority of the money of the situation, that any of these guys can't get help from them. So once these guys can't get help from them, these guys are left on their own. Now, all that gang, $15 million like handshakes and shit. Do you think so, while you have an attorney that costs $5 million and they have a public defender and the public defender is saying, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you're probably never getting out of here? You think that they're not gonna possibly think at one point like, fuck, let me just cooperate? But here's the funny thing about this dude they got. They said this nigga was telling before. They said this nigga was telling from years ago. That's the whole point of the situation. Here's the irony of it all. Young Thug, who was calling 6ix9ine a snitch, one of his mans already was cooperating about him doing some shit. Y'all tell me when the streets make sense. Somebody tell me. 6ix9ine got locked up in 2018. They're saying that YSL Woody was cooperating before that. Should Young Thug have been calling out 6ix9ine or trying to figure out who the fuck YSL Woody was talking to? I'm asking questions, people. I'm asking questions. See, this is where you realize most of these rappers, they play the game wrong. They're concerned about rap snitches. 6ix9ine never snitched on Young Thug. 6ix9ine wasn't in YSL. And a lot of these other people who got indicted like, oh, fuck 6ix9ine. This is why sometimes mind your business works. If Young Thug was looking around his inner circle, because you know what people are really thinking? 6ix9ine was an anomaly. Oh, no, he wasn't about it. And what we've realized, bro, it's not that people ain't about crime. It's people ain't about punishment. There's a lot of people about doing crime. So maybe like Thug was looking around like, oh, all these niggas with me is real niggas. But it's not about the crime. It's about the punishment. These people got families. Your family ain't more important than theirs. You got some money. But you know what they're doing now? They're going to keep giving Young Thug charges. And even if they don't stick, they're trying to make sure he can't help nobody out. You get to the point of realizing, because I talk to a lot of people in Atlanta. I don't know if some of them will lie to me. I won't mention names. They said, man, they just picking on Thug. Thug ain't do nothing. By the way, have you heard the Lyrics Brigade stop? You know what I was thinking when I first seen this? Yo, all the Atlanta niggas told me that Thug got charged for lyrics. If it was only lyrics, why the hell niggas is snitching? You can't snitch. What are you gonna snitch on the lyrics? Like, oh no, yo, he wrote that bar, then he sung it. Like, that's not what they're snitching on. They're snitching on real shit. They told me it was only lyrics. Do y'all want to get honest about this? I'm gonna get honest about this. And I'm a civilian, but I'm not into that type of stuff. But like, bro, I'm honest, and I do love Young Thug's music. I do love Gunna's music. By the way, maybe my comments don't have the full story, but I'm gonna just be honest about why this indictment is here. Young Thug and 28 people got arrested, seemingly because there was somebody got killed named Nut. This person was someone who was close to YSL Woody. That beef between YSL Woody and Young Thug continued for years on years, caused shootings on shootings, bodies on bodies, and this is why they're both sitting in a jail cell. If either one could have taken the L, if either one could have said, bro, I'm making millions, bro, but these niggas was treating Atlanta like it was a GTA server. Let's keep it 100. You got all the millions in the world. And I'm telling you, if you look, I could show you documents. I'm not making this up. The prosecutor's showing this. Young Thug was fucked the moment that prosecutor met with the mom and the parents of Nut. And they, by the way, that's the same prosecutor, Fonnie Willis. She promised them, she said, if it's the last thing I do while I'm the DA, I'm going to get justice for your son. Years later, they indicted the whole YSL. Years later, the snitches that's coming out is telling, by the way, that renting of the car is because of Nut. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Now, here's the funny part about this. And let me give the reality. I want to give the reality because there's mad rappers who watch my live streams too. So I want to give the reality to y'all. There's a lot of y'all who think that because of money, y'all have no repercussions. You know why? There's nothing in this indictment that said Young Thug shot nobody. There's nothing in this indictment that Young Thug threatened nobody with a gun, shot at nobody, or did anything violent. But you know how it's all folding up? They cracked the niggas under Young Thug to basically say, yeah, we did that, but he told me. And that's even more damaging. What rappers has turned into, they think they Pablo Escobar. We've seen it before. These niggas get money and think they mob bosses. Yeah, if I want somebody clipped, I could get him killed. Yeah, of course, if you have $10,000 and you give some random crash dummy, they will go kill somebody for you. However, you're liable for murder. The same nigga who you gave $10,000, you think he's about to spend 10, 15 years in jail and not tell on you? That's one of the things rappers are getting wrong. So a lot of people look at this case and say, well, Young Thug didn't do anything. You know why this case is going to go down differently? Because the prosecutors, and this is why they filed the charges, they got the dudes who they felt Young Thug gave the instructions to snitch. They got them to tell. Because everybody, I'm telling you, I know mad rappers who'd be like, yo, if I need a nigga hit off, I could just tell my mans. And even if something come back, they catch my mans, I'm going to pay for his lawyer fee, blah, blah. I'm going to get him out of jail, whatever. But it ain't me. Now the RICOs is coming in. It ain't about just your man's doing the shit. They're saying that you told him to do it because they can follow the beef online. You literally put on your Instagram story, your wife and Lucy would have killed you if I like what you're doing for your kids and mom. That's the situation we're in, people. This is the situation we are in. Somebody says RICO is the police being lazy. RICO is the police using your friends against you. It's not being lazy. Because you would never get a fucking RICO case if you're not that cool with niggas and they don't got nothing against you. Put it like this. If they don't have Gunna giving no instructions out, because they don't have Gunna committing a crime. That's what I'm trying to say. If they don't have Gunna giving out instructions like, yo, bro, go do that, or Gunna putting like, yo, I'm gonna rent this Airbnb for that after y'all slide on that nigga, y'all go here. If they don't got Gunna on the phone giving niggas instructions, you won't be in a RICO. Bro, RICO ain't the cops being lazy. The RICO is the cops even in the playing field between rich niggas and broke niggas. Only the broke nigga go out there with the gun. The rich nigga just told you to go do it. And if he's smart about it, he ain't gonna tell you over the phone because it might be tapped. Yo, pull up on me real quick. You know what I mean? We just chilling, blah, blah, blah. All right, he bring you in the room. Yo, bro. Yo, listen, man. I got some cash for you. Like, yo, that nigga, he be just talking mad shit online. Just, yo, go handle that for me. So you ordered a hit. Bro, that's what RICO did. The RICO ain't the police being lazy. It's the RICO. Let me explain what a RICO is. The RICO was invented for the mafia. It was invented for the mob. These are people who are doing a lot of crime and having a lot of drugs, but you can never catch the main guys in the room with the drugs, or you can never catch them doing a crime. But where's the crime coming from? Coming from the top. That's the problem. So put it like this. You make yourself a target for a RICO the moment you start claiming a group or a gang. You know what happens? There's a hierarchy. And these days, a hierarchy fold up on the nigga with the most money. So if you're an OTF, 4K Trey, FOPF, what else we talking about? YSL. It's a million other ones. Because everybody want to show they down with it. But now you just made yourself the mob boss. You just made yourself the leader of an organization. And here's the point I'm trying to tell y'all. Everybody was looking at this a month ago, including me, to say, Gunna definitely gonna be fine. Thug might skate. The niggas who actually did the shootings, they're done. That's quickly changed for me. You know what I'm saying now? Oh, we shouldn't even be saying YSL. It's YSTELL. You know why? The niggas who would be taking the time, they're all just saying, I'll take my time, but that nigga told me, give me less time. They're all pointing at, that's what they're doing. They're like, I'll take my little time, but yo, that nigga is the one who told me. You're right there. Point at him. Yup. Somebody say Thug doing 5 years max. I wouldn't make a bet on that. But I wouldn't make a bet on that. Thug has the best lawyer in Atlanta. I would say that's unlikely because it seems like if Thug goes to trial, they already have 3 to 6 people that are down to tell on him. And by the way, the reason why there was this thing I covered on my Instagram, yo, Grant, you can go back private. You can go back private. Salute to you, bro. The reason why I could say that is because listen to this.
Someone leaked the identities of that witness.
And we obtained a motion where the prosecution is asking a judge to take action. The DA and Young Thug's attorney probably disagree about a lot in this case, but if this happened, they seem on the same page. It should not have. It's bad.
This is putting people at risk and is poisoning the jury pool. Please stop immediately.
YSL enthusiast and or actual gang members are threatening someone they believe is cooperating with the state. And not only that person, but they're very small children.
Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis says discovery in legal terms is material one side turns over to another after an indictment to level the playing field before trial. And in the YSL gang racketeering case, in which Jeffrey Williams, better known as the megastar rapper Young Thug, is the best known of more than 24 defendants, the DA's office has discovered...
Mark, the DA says...
Whomever is placing items of discovery online is not doing anybody a favor. It is totally inappropriate to try this case in social media. This case will be tried fairly and justly in Fulton County Superior Court.
Concerning the re-indictment, Steele said Mr. Williams has committed no crime whatsoever. I look forward to the commencement of the jury trial. The DA's office says it was happy with a July 6 order issued by the judge in the YSL case, saying, in essence, lawyers may not share contact information for witnesses with their clients in the interest of preventing those witnesses from harm. But now the DA's office says they need an order that goes further.
We're having to ask for further restrictions.
Ms. Willis says she wants the judge to tell defense lawyers not to give discovery documents to their clients, though they can look at them. There are threats out there.
Absolutely, there are threats.
Whomever
Oh boy, people. Let me just give you an explanation. They're saying they basically confirmed that the document about the people who were snitching, because not only Young Thug but other defendants that had attorneys that requested discovery, because they do have a preliminary trial date. I don't think it will be met. It's at January. I don't think they'll go to trial. But the prosecutor had to begin to turn over discovery details and discovery information about said trial. So, discovery is basically, listen, this is what we have that we're going to use against you. We'll give it to you that you could either prepare yourself against it or whatever, just to even the playing field. And what that's going to mean is that you also have to tell them that, hey, I have a witness or I have someone who's willing to testify that you did these things. Now, granted, without a judge actually stepping in and saying this will be anonymous, and even then, they could do a lot of motion. Like, imagine you go to trial and they're like, yo, we won't tell you who the niggas who are about to testify on you. That's really like, they're violating you, right? So they basically tell the lawyers. The lawyers are showing the paperwork to the inmates or showing them to the people on trial. And them niggas is going back, they taking a copy of it, going back to their cell, and they probably taking a picture of that and that shit going out to the streets. You know what the streets gonna do? Okay, so these are snitches. Let's take care of the snitches and we get these niggas out. The fuck we talking about? So if we take care of the niggas who about to tell, or shit, if the niggas who about to tell locked up, let's go get their family. And if we get their family, they not about to tell. And then we could get the people who's charged or whatever coming home. That's kind of what's expected. And obviously that's Young Thug's lawyer right there. He's gonna be like, yo, we ain't want nothing with this. Like, bro, we would never, because if it's attributed that Young Thug is doing this, he's never gonna get bail, right? So they're like, nah, bro, we don't want nobody threatened, right? Obviously, put like this. You hear how these niggas rap. You don't want no witnesses. So even if a witness was one of the members, you got to get rid of that nigga. And if you can't get rid of him, because they moved that nigga to the snitch section of the jail, you got to go get rid of his like fam. You got to go be like, yo, bro, we about to knock off your mama, your daughter, your son. Like, yo, somebody's getting clapped if you really talk about this shit. To probably let them, like, dissuade them from talking. That type of stuff, right? And, yeah, that's just one of those things. So I don't even really know what to say, man. I want to say pray for Young Thug and them, but like a month ago, niggas was just saying it was just lyrics, and if there was lyrics, you wouldn't have to threaten a nigga. I would hope. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see. Anyway. Actually, I'll end it with this. By the way, I want to be very open and accepting to what Young Thug's side of this case might be. I know this looks bad, But please be aware that we're only seeing what the prosecutor says. And the prosecutor is not going to be like, oh, no, Young Thug did this good. They're never going to say anything good about him, right? They're never going to like, they're not going to be like, oh, we're charging him with this and third. And he did do these good things, but no, never. They're going to just say he's a demon, right? And one of the things I did look at, I was like, well, according to the nut situation, by the way, I'm not defending that. So I don't know. Maybe Young Thug did send the hit. I don't know. Like, I'm just going to talk as a civilian. When you look at any situation, Young Thug is a famous rapper, though. They're kind of holding him because I've been looking for this info where they're like, yo, this person says Young Thug told him to go do the murder in the car he rented. I haven't seen that. All they've said is that Young Thug rented a car. Now, I looked at it and I said, I know they're using a bunch of other stuff to try to tie it together, but I'm like, if that's an isolated incident, I think that's easily beatable. In the way of, just think about it, bro. Like, bro, I've gone. Y'all remember when I went to like LA, and the first time when like Vic Mensa and all them niggas acting up, bro. The next time I went to LA, nigga, I flew all types of niggas out, bro. Nigga, we had 3 SUVs. Nigga was moving like the military. Nigga, we was hoping some shit happened that for all these niggas flights that I paid for, that y'all niggas could beat some nigga up. Well, I didn't want that. But like, bro, y'all could really show out because that's why I got y'all here. Here's the thing, though. I bought mad cars, right? I bought mad cars. Some niggas who really bout that life. So I'm giving cars to, yo, you get a car. All right, you get a car. You get a car, right? Some of these niggas, they on their own shit. I don't know what beefs they be in. We just out to LA. All right, cool. Y'all know anytime if Act got no issue, of course, activate. Now, granted, say we go to LA, there's mad rappers there, mad people there. Say they see some nigga they don't like. They're in the car that I rented for them. Bro, I don't know the niggas they don't like. I only know the niggas I don't like, right? Now, which obviously doesn't make sense with Young Thug's situation because the niggas who Young Thug didn't like is the niggas who got killed. But still, I'm just trying to give a little buffer. If I'm in Long Beach and the 10, 12 niggas with me who they got 2, 3 SUVs, one of them sees a nigga they don't like, they take the SUV I gave them because you can't control people's like movements. Like, bro, you got them out there. As long as they show up to when I gotta work, let them do their thing. Niggas trying to get bitches, food, all type of shit, shop, all that. If they take a car and they be like, oh shit, that's that nigga we don't like, that's really from New York, blah, blah, they start trailing the nigga hop out, spark up whatever vehicle they following or kill somebody, right? Is it my fault? No, I wasn't thinking about that. I don't even know who they beefing with. Now, that's the only, like, you know what I mean, I'm trying to be fair here because, you know, obviously they're using a lot of circumstantial stuff. Like, for example, they will look at me as innocent or, no, actually guilty if the niggas who, say that happened, right? If the dudes who did that in the car I rented, if I also don't like them, they'll be like, bro, they clap them niggas for you, right? And even if I want to say, no, I didn't tell them to do it, it's going to look like it, right? So I understand that, and I'll be trying to like just kind of, you know, because we're like, I just want to be very clear and I want to be fair. We're only hearing the prosecutor's side. Like Young Thug and his lawyers have not made their side. They have not said, yo, bro, this dude over here who's saying he's YSL Woody or whatever the case is, bro, I haven't talked to that nigga in like 4 or 5 years. Check the records. I've not talked to this nigga. So him saying that I did anything to encourage anything that he might have been a part of or he knew other niggas that was a part of under YSL, bro, he don't know me. I don't talk to him. So I want to be very clear with that, okay? I want to be, oh, somebody said the shooter went to Thug's house 30 minutes after? Oh, shit. I hear that part. Holy. Really? Holy.
Mark, the DA says...
Yo, Chad, let me take a piss real quick. Jesus Christ. Wait, y'all said... Oh, my God. Let me take a piss real quick.
Mark, the DA said...
All right. Come on. We good. All right, we good. All right. Whoa. So I didn't see that part. So somebody's saying that... So you're saying that... Well, then hold on, though. Remember, Young Thug booked a car. It could be for niggas to roll with him to a show. Say they go did a drill. He ain't tell him to do a drill. Somebody said they went back to his crib or went to him 30 minutes after. Bro, he rented the car. They're supposed to go back. Even if he didn't send them. again, listen, I'm not defending Thug, but I just want to say that I'm trying to play devil's advocate because we got to see the 360 view of this. Right now we're only hearing from the police officers. You know what I mean? Like, if I rented a car, even if you went to do some bullshit, where are you gonna bring the car back to? Me, duh. So let's just hold up for a second, all right? There's another nigga who got exposed for snitching. I won't bring his name up. Again, I do have sympathy and I have fear, and I would never want my name to be connected with somebody killing or somebody hurting or somebody really intimidating the family of some of these people. Again, I'm not a criminal. I don't work for the cops, obviously. But, you know what I mean? There are ramifications, and I'd rather just talk in theory. We don't need to talk about who, like, if the streets are going to handle it, let the streets handle it. I don't want to give the streets the alley-oop like, yo, the nigga who snitching live here, his mama name is this. No, I won't do that. You get what I mean? It's just too much shit that goes into that. All right. By the way, we're going to know, we're going to know when, we'll figure out when, let me see. We'll figure out when and what the situation is once we figure out what's going on with Gunna. I think that his legal team might be reconsidering his bond because they're throwing more stuff right when they felt he was going to get bond. So we'll see. Still, and this is me talking to Atlanta people, they expect Gunna to get bond. They were expecting him to get bond this week. And I don't know the status on that. We will see. Okay? All right. What else? What else? What else? Y'all talking about? I am here, people. I'm here. I'm ready to talk about everything.